What's happening now? 1. Escalating violence in South Sudan. Since mid-February 2025, intense fighting in Nsair and Ulang has intensified. Government and opposition forces clashed, with senior SPLMIO officials reportedly captured and at least 20+ people killed in militia attacks near Nsair. The conflict even resulted in the killing of a general, several soldiers, and a UN staffer during an attempted evacuation by helicopter. 2. Mass displacement into Ethiopia. Over 10,000 people fled across the border into Ethiopia's Gambela region within a few days, up from 6,900 at the start of March. Most are arriving through Nsair, moving via Butebiey into Mudda and nearby local communities. The influx includes families and unaccompanied or separated children. Existing shelters and local response teams in communities are becoming overwhelmed. Why is Butebiey on high alert? Border crossing hotspot Butebiey is one of the primary entry points for refugees from South Sudan seeking safety in Ethiopia, making it a choke point for incoming civilians. Resource-strained local Gambela communities are stretched thin, with growing needs for shelter, food, water, sanitation, and child protection due to the accelerating displacement. Security concerns any cross-border expansion of violence could put Butebiey and surrounding transit zones at risk, prompting both nations and aid agencies to heighten vigilance. What's the current status? Issue situation. Caseload 10,000 plus displaced to Ethiopia, numbers climbing rapidly. Arrival zones Butebiey of Mudda corridor is a key entry hub to camps like Pagak, Kuel, Tikiti. Living conditions many in makeshift shelters with limited services, some remaining in host communities. Aid response UNHCR and partners are scaling up emergency shelters and support, but resources remain severely overstretched. What happens next? More displacement expected, as violence in Nsair and Ulang shows no signs of abating. Humanitarian response needs urgent scale-up, particularly across the Butebiey transit point and into Ethiopian camps. Security monitoring is critical, as any spillover of violence across the border could severely destabilize these fragile border communities. Butebiey is a frontline transit point, not in South Sudan but in Ethiopia, near the border. It's now on high alert due to a surge of refugees fleeing escalating violence since mid-February. UNHCR and local authorities are responding, but the situation is still fragile and worsening.
Malamadit yen Gankodial, Tadun Kalkanachila Tetherlong, Enalunkan Kalinian Raft Kona Kamneka. A large day Kamiantama, Namamichi to Butebiey, Ke Jangwa Ronwanga Paiwa. Kagone de and Takariantan Capet, Charkamachina Benkayamo Hogone de Laria. A manchito Clara Butebiey, Kajangwarun Wangadano. Shidine, South Sudan SSPDF, Chigidian Butebiey, Wokan Rek, Kanasar. And what and Jelkan, I chikorum Kadene, White Army, Ke Dejambor, Ke Manatum Konaganka wait. Chikorum Waka, what and Chigorum Tuna White Chiga to touch chicken Kagwajanana. And one more chi Dwalmudita to ten coach tank and Chigalunica Butebiey, Raka Butebiey, and one more a white Dwalmudita or the Janya Lonko, Chicken on Adeno, and one Darian K. Nado Kona Jumon, Motka Cotton, K. Delca Raimondian. And no more Ajana Goni Adene Larian, Chagamanchi Joy Nika Darpai, Rawachewa, Nikon Ajanwa, they told Rakrot of a Jabano Pai, Delpai, Moan Pai Dage, and Tamatakonga Pai and Bakalian. Kajanwa Mokalo, Nikona, Tenekon, Tagare, recommended Kakore, Kakuma, Kuma Mencherota Matka, Kuma, Uganda, Chanekon Chagakapkor, Tagakor, Kajaganwa, Baramokalo, Kajan Quick, Kajan Quidamo, Sinebanki and Tamoko, no, they alarm watch they knee. White Army K. Dejambor, Chigarum get de Kuma, and Chigata Chicken White do not tell a Masala, do no, Chijadwalmudi Charajani Altamoko. Chidinuku, Machigata Chapshab along Rada, Butebiey. Katan Chuto, Katabo of Koichiko, Gak, K. Dejambor, Dadop, Kanamong, Wikan and all Bobaonium. Do no Ladiano Kawat Albane, K. Kawat Kakortan, K. Cornin Tabubanto. Bedejambor balada bejato ko bawita baganyoka kamikanaka. Namonta mecha dwalmudi jadnya raira Butebiey awakana sarawana ko lang wata buena to konte de kuma menchale SSPDF gwatan teten kana de Uganda kelten. Dejambor de chikana lato no chigala dento ka bika wat ken gorkana dekana kan ke gwata kon la wat nuara gorkana bikana kan ke bikan ko lojok. na moi amiche ra lat ka kon nin tai chi wan oi chikan kon dio gan o kon kan e dwal ke khane pot ene de kon anger do not take a wada million ne ke te kenyan ko tuk liam ne ko de ne la da ne ko la de ke ana mo dia we jan oi chi wada e chop ke chi kenyan ken chikan rejek chigaro de ra la ko bigala den bigano ko tok antama hidwal mu di chara ya nya long ka den de kon la de kuma ten chipwat kabur bie katakana sar katakola ko diu kana no bidet ke wairami ke dejambor baban ka ke kana gwada chiga ban ke jamana no mo chadwal mu di chai jana lo antama atuna jong kabur bie antama wo chikana ngada no mubutwa ko kamon no mo chadwal mu di chai jana ka jana go ne adene tem yano dejambor charoman wala kana de kuma akachiga te to chikan ko gwai de no tala mi chalat ko ko mu chatwak tanana te to kana go ne de ne ban ka yaga jantama ka de ne gur bia len ka pet ko de enta ka ngaiten a mi jera mu ka romat ka jan bona mano won go ro de romat ko bona me ko de bona ma de ja gor ko na lar bene no de ja traje ka nem a chalar te alon ka tadun kel kanes dia temal chelai da tet